Today we're going to be comparing the camera quality on a nice camera versus a $20 Walmart phone. Let's get straight to it. Now, I picked up this cheap Android phone for $20 at the swap meet. It doesn't have 4K, doesn't have any of that. It's kind of a bit old. I'm thinking it's like 2020, 2016 area. And I was curious as to, for small creators, how it compares to having an actual camera like the Canon EOS R50, which I'm recording on right now. Of course, even this phone is going to have a better camera than this, the Apple iPhone SE, as it can shoot in 4K and stuff like that. As long as I'm shooting out of the back camera, I still get pretty decent quality. But for comparison, let me switch to the cheap phone. You can tell there's quite a, quality change between this phone right here and this phone right here. As you can see, we're both looking at the same camera. Then you even compare it to this, and it's much different. But the thing is, if you're just making short videos for fun, or even just YouTube shorts, why should you need an actual camera? Or, like, almost anything I'm going to film, this would work for it. You just pull it up, hit the camera button, take a quick video of anything, you know, like, so why should I need an actual camera? Now, mostly this falls into personal things. I would prefer to watch a short with, or even a normal video, with higher video quality, like this 4K, it's very beautiful, in comparison to even watching on the phone's 1080p front camera, which is pretty trash quality, honestly. It's not anything compared to this. I mean, look at this. I think if I had to watch a video like this, it would be pretty deathly. Now, on the iPhone, it isn't as bad for front video quality. As we can see here, it's decent. Like, it's not the trash that this is. And so, why should I not film on my phone, and why should I film on an actual camera? Now, we're going to be doing a couple tests here to compare why a camera is better than buying any cheap phone and just using it to make videos. Now, the first problem for using a phone as a camera is that it's just not very high quality. Like, the video is not something someone's going to want to watch and continue watching. In comparison, would you rather watch this video you're seeing now, or would you rather watch this? I mean, they are totally different. Like, I would prefer to watch something that's not going to hurt my eyes as I'm seeing it. Now, for someone under probably even like 1,000 subscribers, having an actual camera isn't going to affect, like, their quality of content. Because if you're not really trying to put in any effort, there's no reason to actually pay the $850 or whatever it was for an actual camera. But if you're just doing it for fun, the phone will work. Okay, so the first test we're going to do is the walk and talk test. Now, if I walk and talk with the camera, it's just kind of shaky, and the lighting sucks as it changes a lot. But, as you can see, as long as I'm steady, this is fine video. Of course, if I come right here where that light is killing, it adjusts after a couple seconds, and it's fine. So that is one of the perks of filming with a camera. Now, if I do this with the phone, as you can see, the quality really deteriorates, and it's harder to hold it steady without a tripod. And if I do get that same lighting effect, it's pretty bad because it takes longer to adjust, and it gets extremely grainy. So, I'd give it a point to the camera for that one. For the next test, I'm sure you've already heard it so far, is audio. The audio on the camera is definitely a lot better than the audio on this. This is definitely going to be deathly when I try and go through all the footage. It's going to be crazy, but I'm sure it's going to be horrible. So for our next test, we are going to be testing out the zoom on both the camera and on the phone. Now, this phone has what is called an optical zoom. That's when it zooms with the screen. That's when it zooms with digitally, rather than a actual camera, like that has a twist. As you can see on this video on the phone, it's pretty utter horrible once you start zooming. Like, this is nuts. It's so grainy. Like, that's actually crazy. But for comparison, if we do it on the camera, it's not grainy at all because it's a physical zoom. The zoom is actually on the camera right here. So you can change the distance physically rather than digitally, like even this iPhone does. It gets way more grainy. Now, if this wasn't so grainy, normally that's not a problem. Like on all the newer iPhones and stuff like that, the video is fine, even with the the digital zoom. So personally, it just depends on what you want to do. I prefer the actual zoom, that like right here, because you can choose it more and it's actual rather than a what do you call it? A optical zoom. So it just turns out better personally, rather than cropping and cutting the image. That's pretty much what you're doing with a digital zoom. Now, if you are going budget-wise, this is definitely better for the budget. And especially since we all have a phone already, why do you need to buy another camera if you already have this and you're just for fun? That's very true, you don't need to. But if you're looking to make some actual quality content that is watchable, the camera's definitely a must. So remember that. So, for overall, this is better if you want it cheaper and you're just filming shorts or something fun with your friends. But if you actually want to make videos, you're going to need a camera. Now, cameras, I know they're not cheap, but if you actually want to spend the time, I'd invest. It's been a fun video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please like and hit the subscribe button.